Part 1, The Arrival. Hello and welcome. Before we begin our journey tonight, take a moment to find a comfortable position. Adjust your pillows. Pull the blankets up to your chin. Let your body sink into the mattress. Close your eyes and take a long, deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Let go of the day. Let go of any tension. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, just you and this moment of complete relaxation. Now, let your imagination drift away from your room. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful, ancient forest. It is twilight. The sky above is a deep, velvety indigo, transitioning into the soft darkness of night. The air is crisp and cold, typical of deep winter, but you feel perfectly warm. You are wearing a heavy, wool coat, thick gloves, and a soft scarf wrapped gently around your neck. You feel safe. You feel protected from the elements. You begin to walk down a narrow path that winds between towering pine trees. The trees are covered in a thick blanket of fresh, white snow. Everything is silent, the kind of silence that only comes with heavy snow. It muffles every sound, creating a peaceful, hushed world. The only sound you hear is the satisfying, rhythmic crunch of your boots sinking into the fresh snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It is a steady, hypnotic rhythm that helps you relax even deeper. As you walk, you admire the winter landscape. The snowflakes are falling gently around you. They are large and fluffy, dancing in the cool air before settling on the ground. Some catch on your eyelashes, melting instantly. The forest smells of pine needles and clean, frosty air. It is the scent of purity and stillness. Ahead of you, through the trees, you see a warm, golden glow. It is a soft light, flickering and inviting. You walk towards it, feeling a sense of anticipation and comfort. As you get closer, the shape of Asmal, wooden cabin emerges from the darkness. It is a log cabin, built from sturdy, dark timber. Heavy snow sits on its roof like a white hat. Smoke is rising gently from the stone chimney, curling up into the starry sky. This is your destination. This is your sanctuary for the night. You step onto the wooden porch. You stomp the snow off your boots, the sound echoing slightly in the quiet night. You reach for the door handle. It is made of cold iron, solid and heavy. You turn it, and the heavy wooden door swings open with a low, welcoming creak. Immediately, you are greeted by a wave of heat. The air inside smells of cedar wood, old books, and a hint of vanilla. It is the smell of home. You step inside and close the door behind you, shutting out the cold winter night. The wind outside is now just a distant whisper. Here, inside, everything is warm and still. You take off your heavy coat and hang it on a hook near the door. You remove your boots and step onto a thick, hand-woven rug. The floorboards beneath are smooth and warm. The cabin is small but cozy in the corner. There is a large, comfortable armchair draped with a soft, knitted blanket. There are shelves filled with books, and a small table with a candle flickering gently. But the heart of the room is the fireplace. It is grand, made of rough river stones that reach all the way to the ceiling. A fire is already built inside, waiting for you. The logs are stacked neatly, birch and oak, ready to burn. You walk over to the fireplace. You can feel the heat radiating from the stones even before the flames grow high. You take a long wooden match from the mantelpiece. You strike it, and a small flame bursts into life. You touch the flame to the dry kindling at the base of the wood stack. First, there is a small crackle. Then, the dry wood catches. Yellow and orange flames begin to lick at the larger logs. You stand there for a moment, just watching the fire come to life. The colors are mesmerizing. Deep reds, bright oranges, and flashes of blue at the center. The sound of the fire is a gentle song. Snap, pop, and the steady, low roar of the draft pulling the smoke up the chimney. You turn around and sink into the large armchair. It is incredibly soft, wrapping around you like a hug. You pull the knitted blanket over your legs. You are perfectly comfortable. You are perfectly safe. Outside, the snow continues to fall, covering the world in white. But inside, the fire is growing stronger, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The light creates a soft, golden atmosphere in the room. You watch the shadows flicker and sway. They are hypnotic. Your eyelids begin to feel heavy. The warmth of the fire seeps into your bones, relaxing every muscle. Your shoulders drop. Your hands clench. Your breathing slows down, matching the slow, rhythmic flickering of the flames. In this cabin, time does not exist. There are no clocks ticking. There is only the present moment. The warmth, the light, the peace. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for this quiet space, place where you can simply be. The fire settles into a steady burn. A large log shifts slightly, sending a shower of golden sparks up the chimney. They look like tiny fireflies, disappearing into the dark soot. The sound of the crackling wood is like a lullaby. It speaks to something deep inside you, something primal and soothing. It says, "Rest now. You are safe. Sleep." Part 2. The whisper of the rain and the moment time stands still. The world beyond the glass has draped itself in the most peaceful shades of gray. The sky seems to have lowered itself, as if wanting to touch the earth, while the clouds, like a heavy, weary quilt, have covered the city, the forest, and all of nature. There is now only a thin wall of glass separating the cool, damp air outside from the safe, warm sanctuary inside. And upon that glass wall, raindrops are running their own little races, merging, growing, and gliding downwards in a slow, rhythmic dance. Each drop leaves a crystal trail on the surface, transforming the view behind it into a blurry, dreamlike painting. The interior of the room has become a shelter where time does not flow, where only the present moment exists. The faint hum of the wind outside, combining with the rhythmic tapping of the rain against the window, sings nature's oldest lullaby. This sound is like an invisible hand, gently taking away all the complicated thoughts of the mind. The exhaustion of the day and the worries of tomorrow at IT is not just the sound. The faint scent of rain, that fresh breath of wet earth, seeps through even the smallest spaces, refreshing the soul. The fire in the fireplace casts a soft, golden glow that dances with the shadows on the walls. Every flicker of the light makes your eyelids feel a little heavier, your body a little looser. It is as if gravity, with a gentle and comforting affection, is pulling your body down, deeper into the soft texture of Thebed. The coolness of the pillow provides perfect support under your head, while the weight of the duvet trap surrounds you like a shield of safety. This is that pure, protected feeling from childhood. That safe space where nothing can harm you, where no responsibility can reach you. As the rain outside gently increases its intensity, the sounds do not rise like the crescendo of an orchestra, but rather like a choir of whispers. The sound of drops falling on leaves is deep and hollow. The sound on the roof is rhythmic and steady. The sound on the soil is soft and absorbing. All these different tones come together to create a single, perfect white noise. The only thing your mind needs to focus on. Thoughts melt away within this sound. Words lose their meaning, and only pure existence and peace remain. Your breathing has already begun to synchronize with the rhythm of the rain. With every breath in, you inhale the calm, clean energy of the room. With every breath out, you release the invisible burdens that have gathered on your shoulders, your neck, and your back. Your muscles release their tightness, as if turning into liquid, taking the form of the mattress. That sweet numbness and warmth starting from your toes is slowly spreading upwards, to your ankles, your knees, your waist, and your chest. This is the sweet, irresistible invitation of sleep. Your mind is now walking on that misty bridge between wakefulness and sleep. On one side, the sounds of rain from the outside world. On the other, the deep silence of your inner world. The storm Orchios outside no longer matters, because you are now at the center of your own unshakable calm. Just as the surface of the ocean may be wavy, but its depths are always silent and still. You are that depth now. The waves on the surface, the rush of daily life, remain far above, far away. Even with your eyes closed, images float in your mind. Perhaps a misty forest path, perhaps a desolate street washed by rain, or perhaps the cabin of a plane gliding smoothly above the clouds. Wherever you are, it is the safest place for you. The rain is washing not just nature, but your spirit as well, purifying and clarifying it. Every drop takes away a dusty thought from your mind, leaving behind a sparkling, empty space. This emptiness is not frightening. On the contrary, it is inviting. It is a door opening into the velvety darkness of sleep. The concept of time has completely faded away. What time is it? Is it night or day? None of this matters anymore. The only thing that matters is this deep state of relaxation you feel right now. Your heartbeat has slowed down, pumping a rhythmic and powerful peace. With every beat, the message "you are safe, you are peaceful, you are resting" is transmitted to all your cells. Your body is now switching into that deep mode it needs to repair, renew, and gather strength. The sound of the rain is no longer just an external sound. It has turned into a melody inside you. With that sound, you are drifting deeper towards the most peaceful layers of consciousness. It is as if you were rallying on a soft cloud, and the wind is gently rocking you, carrying you to a land of infinite peace. There is no need to make any effort. Just let go. Let go of control, let go of thinking, let go of planning. Just exist and enjoy this moment. And now, in the lap of this deep silence and the rain, you are ready to surrender completely to the healing arms of sleep. Part 3, Drifting Beyond the Clouds and the Velvet Night. As the rhythm of the rain continues to hum its steady tune, the boundaries of the physical world beg into dissolve completely. The bed you are lying on, the walls that surround you, and even the ground beneath the house seem to fade away into a soft, comforting mist. You are no longer bound by gravity. You are no longer heavy. A sensation of pure weightlessness begins to embrace you, as if you have become as light as a feather, or a single leaf caught in a gentle, warm breeze. The darkness behind your eyelids expands, turning into a vast, velvety canvas. It is not an empty darkness, but a rich, warm space filled with potential and peace. In this space, you are free to float. You gently lift off, detaching from the heaviness of the day, rising slowly and effortlessly. The sound of the rain, which was once tapping against the glass, now sounds further away below you. It transforms into a low, soothing drone, a constant, protective vibration that carries you, much like the steady, reassuring hum of an airplane engine cruising at a high altitude. In your mind's eye, you are ascending. You pass through the roof of your sanctuary, moving upwards into the cool night air. You rise through the layers of the rain itself. You can feel the refreshing mist on your skin, but it is not cold. It is cleansing. You glide upwards, higher and higher, leaving the sleeping city, the forests, and the mountains far below. The lights of the world turn into tiny, blurry stars on the ground, flickering gently before disappearing into the mist. And then, a moment of magical transition occurs. You break through the layer of heavy rain clouds. Suddenly, the turbulence of the weather is gone. You are now above the storm. Here, in this upper realm, the air is crystal clear and still. A magnificent silver moon hangs in the sky, illuminating the tops of the clouds below you. The clouds look like a vast, endless ocean of white cotton, stretching out to the horizon in every direction. They are soft, billowy, and silent. You are gliding over the sea of clouds, smooth and steady. This is the ultimate freedom. There are no roads here, no traffic, no obstacles, no noise. Only the vast, open sky and the silent companionship of the stars. The stars above are brighter than you have ever seen them, diamond dust scattered across the deep indigo of space. They twinkle slowly, as if winking at you, whispering secrets of eternity and calm. This feeling of flight is not active. It is passive. You are being carried. You are drifting on the currents off the night. It feels safe, just like a long-haul flight where the cabin is dark, the passengers are asleep, and the plane is on a perfect, steady course towards a beautiful destination. You are the passenger of your own dreams now. The pilot, your subconscious mind, knows exactly where to go. It knows the route to the deepest, most restorative sleep. You don't need to check the map. You don't need to watch the instruments. You just need to recline, close your eyes, and trust the journey. The silence up here is profound. It is a silence that heals. It wraps around your mind like a soft blanket. Any lingering thought that tries to follow you up here simply cannot survive in this altitude. It freezes and falls away, back down to the earth, leaving you pure and unburdened. You are alone, but not lonely. You are one with the vastness of the universe. As you continue to drift over this moonlit landscape, your consciousness begins to flicker, softly and slowly, like a candle flame running low. The distinct shapes of the clouds and the stars begin to blur together into a beautiful, abstract painting of blue, silver, and black. The sensation of floating becomes deeper. You are sinking not into water, but into the softest, deepest energy of rest. The transition is so subtle you barely notice it. One moment you are gliding, and the next you are simply being. The I dissolves. There is no you anymore, just the experience of peace. The doors to the dream world are opening wide, welcoming you inside. These doors lead to a garden of tranquility, a place where your body will heal, your cells will regenerate, and your mind will organize and file away everything it needs to, while you remain blissfully unaware. Part 4. The Sanctuary of Dreams and the Eternal Ember. From that high, silent place above the clouds, your awareness begins to drift slowly downwards again, like a leaf falling in slow motion through honey. You are not falling, you are settling. You are being guided toward a specific place in the landscape of your dreams, a sanctuary built just for you, hidden deep within the valleys of your subconscious. Through the soft mist, you see a warm, golden light flickering below. It is a small, inviting glow in the midst of the velvet darkness. As you draw closer, the shape of a sturdy, wooden cabin emerges. It stands near the edge of a calm, mirror-like lake. The rain here is gentle, a soft patter on the roof that feels like a greeting from an old friend. This cabin is the architecture of your peace. It has no doors for worry to enter, only windows for you to watch the beauty of the night. You find yourself inside this sanctuary instantly. There is no need to walk. You simply arrive. The air inside is thick with warmth and safety. It smells of aged pine wood, vanilla, and the faint, smoky scent of a crackling fireplace. The fire is not roaring. It is settled into a bed of glowing embers, pulsing with a steady, orange light. It warms the room, casting long, lazy shadows that stretch across the thick, woven rugs on the floor. In the corner, there is a large, plush armchair, or perhaps a bed made of the softest clouds. You settle into it. The texture of the fabric against your skin is incredibly soft, like petting the fur of a sleeping cat. As you sink into this comfort, you realize that this place exists outside of the world you know. Here, there are no calendars, no clocks, no alarms. There is only the forever now. Outside, the lake reflects the moon. Ripples move across the water, carrying away the last remnants of any tension you might have held onto. The trees surrounding the cabin stand tall and silent, guarding your rest like ancient sentinels. They whisper to each other in the wind, a language of rustling leaves that tells you, "Rest now. We are watching over you." Your breathing deepens even further, becoming so shallow and quiet that it is barely there. You are sipping the air, taking only what you need. Your heartbeat is a slow, distant drum, barely perceptible. The boundary between your body and the room has completely vanished. You are the warmth of the fire. You are the stillness of the wood. You are the rhythm of the rain on the roof. Thoughts may drift by like distant clouds, but they do not touch you. They are just shapes passing in the sky. You watch them go without judgment, without attachment. You are merely an observer, safe behind the glass of your sanctuary. A profound heaviness settles in your limbs, a good heaviness. It feels as though your arms and legs are made of lead, sinking deep into the mattress, anchored by relaxation. You couldn't move them if you wanted to, and you have absolutely no desire to try. The stillness is absolute. It is a stillness that rejuvenates every fiber of your being. As the embers in the fireplace glow softer and dimmer, your consciousness follows them. You are moving into the deepest chamber of sleep, the delta wave state. This is where healing happens. This is where memories are stored. This is where the energy for tomorrow is forged. The rain continues its song, a loop of endless comfort. Drip, drop, drip, drop. The sound is hypnotic. Sleep, deep, sleep, deep. You are no longer holding on to anything. You are completely free. You are floating in the vast, warm ocean of the unconscious mind. Safe, loved, protected. Good night, Commander. Good night to the world. And welcome to the deep. Part 5. The Silent Forest and the Lullaby of the Stars. While your body remains safe and warm inside the sanctuary, your spirit begins to expand gently, drifting out through the window, like a soft mist joining the night. The rain has now slowed to a gentle, rhythmical drip, barely a whisper against the earth. The clouds above have parted, pulling back like curtains to reveal a sky of infinite depth. You find yourself floating into the silent forest that surrounds your cabin. These are not ordinary trees. They are ancient, towering giants that have stood here for centuries. Their roots deep in the sleeping earth, their branches reaching up to brush the stars. They are the guardians of your sleep. You can feel their presence. Steady, grounded, and immensely calm. They breathe in the night air slowly, and with them you breathe too. The air here is crisp and filled with the scent of pine needles, damp moss, and night-blooming jasmine. It is a cool, silver air that cleanses your thoughts completely. Everything in this forest is still. The leaves do not rustle. The grass does not move. It is as if nature itself is holding its breath, respecting the sacredness of your rest. As you drift between the trunks of these ancient trees, you notice the light. It is not the harsh light of the sun, but the soft, healing glow of the moon. It filters through the branches in silver beams, painting patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. Where the light touches, the dew on the grass sparkles like scattered diamonds. You come to a small clearing. In the center, there is a bed of soft ferns, inviting and comfortable. You do not need to lie down physically, for you are already resting, but your mind rests here. You look up. The sky is a vast ocean of indigo velvet, sprinkled with the dust of a billion stars. They are not just points of light. They are ancient eyes watching over you. They twinkle in a slow, hypnotic rhythm, pulsating with the same energy that beats in your heart. Pulse and fade, pulse and fade. You realize that you are not separate from this scene. You are the forest. You are the moonlight. You are the stillness. The boundaries of your identity have completely dissolved into this peaceful landscape. There is no past to regret, no future to worry about. There is only this eternal, silent now. A gentle breeze passes through the clearing, carrying a sound, a low melodic hum. It is the song of the universe, a vibration of pure peace. It wraps around you, tucking you in deeper. It whispers that it is okay to let go completely. It is okay to be vulnerable. You are held by the night. The deeper you go into this forest, the heavier your eyelids feel in the physical world. Your limbs are now so relaxed they feel non-existent. Your jaw is loose, your forehead is smooth. Every microtension in your face has melted away. You are a blank slate, washed clean by the rain and the moonlight. In this deep state, time stretches out. A second feels like an hour feels like a second. You are drifting on the river of time, letting the current take you wherever it flows. The current is gentle, warm, and slow. It leads only to one destination, the deepest, most restorative sleep you have ever known. The stars above continue their slow dance. The trees stand their silent watch. And you are drifting further away, further down, into the soft, welcoming void of dreamless sleep. Everything is well. Everything is quiet. Everything is at peace. The cavern of timeless echoes and the crystal sanctuary. The small wooden boat continues its gentle drift across the dark, mirror-like lake, moving further away from the known world. Slowly, effortlessly, the current guides you toward the base of a majestic, silent mountain that rises from the water like a sleeping giant. At the base of this mountain, there is a large arched opening, a gateway into the heart of the earth. It is the entrance to the cavern of timeless echoes. As the boat glides silently through this archway, the light of the moon outside begins to fade, replaced by a soft, ethereal glow coming from within the cave itself. The air here is different. It is ancient, still, and incredibly pure. It holds a coolness that does not chill you but rather preserves you, keeping you in a state of perfect suspension. The temperature is perfectly stable, a comforting embrace that tells your body it is time to hibernate, time to shut down all systems and rest. You look around the cavern walls as the boat drifts deeper. The walls are not made of rough stone, but of smooth, glimmer. These crystals have been here for millions of years, growing slowly in the dark, waiting for this very moment to share their peace with you. You drip, drop. From somewhere high above in the darkness, a single drop of water falls into the lake. The sound echoes. It is a long, hollow, musical sound that travels around the cavern, bouncing softly off the crystal walls. Plinning, it vibrates through the air, and you can feel that gentle vibration in your chest. It is a sound of absolute isolation, but in the most beautiful way. It confirms that you are alone, safe, and hidden away from everything. The echo takes a long time to fade, stretching out the seconds, slowing down time even further. In this cave, a minute lasts an hour lasts a day. The water beneath the boat is glowing with a faint, blue phosphorescence. Every time the boat moves slightly, trails of soft blue light swirl in the water, like liquid magic. You trail your hand over the side of the boat, your fingers grazing the cool, silky surface of the water. Ripples of light spread out from your touch, expanding slowly until they disappear into the shadows. This visual rhythm hypnotizes you. Expanding circles, fading light, expanding circles, fading light. Your boat gently nudges against a smooth, sandy bank inside the cavern. This is a hidden beach, a secret sanctuary known only to the mountain. The sand is white and powdery, soft as flour. You step out of the boat, your movements slow and heavy, as if you are moving underwater. Gravity here feels different, lighter, gentler. You walk a few steps to a natural alcove carved into the rock wall. Here, nature has prepared a bed for you. It is a depression in the soft sand, lined with thick, velvet-like moss that has grown here for centuries. It is softer than any mattress, warmer than any blanket. You lie down. The moss conforms to the shape of your body instantly, supporting your neck, your spine, your lower back, and your legs. It feels as though the earth itself is cradling you in its arms. You look up at the ceiling of the cavern one last time. The glittering crystals seem to be forming a slow, rotating mandala, a geometric pattern of peace that draws your eye towards the center. As you watch it, your eyelids become too heavy to keep open. They flutter, once, twice, and then gently close, sealing you in your own private world. But even with your eyes closed, you can sense the comforting weight of the mountain above you. Tonsoft solid, immovable rocks stand between you and the surface world. Nothing can penetrate this shield.no noise from the city, no signals from phones, no demands from people. You are buried deep in the womb of the earth, protected by the most solid element in the universe. The sound of your own breathing becomes the loudest thing in the universe. Inhale, the cavern breathes with you. Exhale, the cavern releases with you. You begin to visualize the energy of the crystals surrounding you. Imagine a soft, violet light emanating from the walls, flowing towards you like a mist. This light enters your body through the soles of your feet. It is a warm, tingling sensation. It moves up into your calves, soothing the muscles, dissolving any last remaining knots of tension. It flows into your knees, your thighs, your hips. Your lower body turns to stone, heavy, resting, immovable stone. The violet light moves up into your stomach, your solar plexus, your chest. It wraps around your heart, slowing its rhythm to a steady, slow beat. Thump, 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 thump. It moves down your arms, past your elbows to your wrists and fingertips. Your arms feel like they are sinking into the moss, becoming part of the earth. Finally, the light moves up your neck, relaxing your jaw, your tongue, your eyes, and the top of your head. Your mind is now a blank canvas. If a thought appears, it is like a small bubble rising from the bottom of the lake. You watch it rise, drift up, and pop. It is gone. Another bubble, pop, gone. The space between the thoughts gets longer and longer. Silence, silence, silence. You are drifting into the delta state, the deepest, most restorative phase of sleep. Here, there are no dreams, only pure, black, velvety rest. You are recharging. You are healing. You are renewing. The echo of the water drop comes one last time, very faint now, like a memory of a sound. Plinning, and then silence. Absolute, profound, eternal silence. You are the stone. You are the water. You are the dark. You are the sleep. The library of forgotten dreams. Deep within the crystal cavern, beyond the sleeping lake and the glowing minerals, there is a hidden passage. You drift towards it, your spirit light and unburdened. This passage leads not to another natural wonder, but to a sanctuary of the mind, a place that has existed as long as humanity has slept. You stand before a massive pair of doors carved from ancient, dark mahogany wood. They are heavy, silent, and imposing, yet they open effortlessly at your approach, swinging inward on noiseless hinges. You step inside, and the atmosphere changes instantly. You have entered the great library of dreams. The space is vast, stretching upwards into shadows that the eye cannot pierce. All around you, spiraling up towards the ceiling, are endless shelves. These shelves are filled with millions of books. But these are not ordinary books made of paper and ink. These are the archives of every peaceful moment, every happy memory, and every beautiful dream that has ever existed. The air here is dry, warm, and comforting. It smells of old parchment, leather bindings, dried lavender, and the faint, sweet scent of vanilla. It is the smell of history, the smell of wisdom, and the smell of absolute safety. It is a scent that makes your shoulders drop even further, makes your breathing slow down to a crawl. You begin to walk slowly down the long, carpeted hallway between the towering shelves. The carpet beneath your feet is thick and lush, a deep crimson red, absorbing every sound of your footsteps. Step, silence, step, silence. You are the only visitor here. This entire library belongs to you tonight. You run your fingertips lightly along the spines of the books as you pass them. You can feel the different textures. Some are smooth and cool leather, some are rough cloth, some are embossed with gold leaf that tickles your skin. Each book vibrates with a low, warm energy. They are waiting. They are not demanding to be read. They are simply offering their contents. You pause and pull a book from the shelf. It is a large, heavy book bound in blue velvet. The title is written in golden letters that shimmer in the soft candlelight. The Ocean of Calm. You open the book. Instead of words, a gentle breeze flows out from the pages. You can hear the faint sound of waves crashing on a distant shore. You can smell the salt air. The book is not just a story. It is a portal, but you do not enter it yet. You simply hold it, feeling the weight of that ocean peace in your hands, knowing it is there whenever you need it. You place the book back and continue walking, deeper into the library. The light here comes from floating orbs of warm amber light that drift lazily through the air like fireflies. They cast long, dancing shadows on the shelves. The silence is not empty. It is a living silence. It is the kind of silence that feels like a warm hug. It wraps around your mind, quieting the chatter of your inner voice. There is nothing to analyze here. There is nothing to judge. In the center of the library, there is a circular reading area. There are large, overstuffed armchairs, a soft rug, and a low table with a candle that never burns down. You sit in one of the chairs. It is deeper and softer than any cloud. You sink into it, your body folding into the cushions. You look up at the spiral of books ascending into the darkness above. It represents the infinite capacity of your mind to create peace. You realize that you don't need to force sleep. Sleep is a book in this library, and you have already checked it out. It is in your hands. It is in your heart. Your gaze softens. The amber lights blur into streaks of gold. The rows of books become a wall of comfort. You feel a wave of drowsiness so powerful, so sweet, that it feels like warm honey pouring over your head, down your neck, soothing your spine. In this library, time has stopped completely. The clocks have no hands. The world outside has dissolved. There is only the smell of old books, the soft amber light, and the overwhelming, undeniable urge to rest. Your eyes close. You are safe among the stories. You are the protagonist of the most peaceful story of all. The story of a deep, unbroken, healing sleep. End of chapter. Beginning of silence. The staircase to infinity and the cosmic ocean. In the center of the reading room, amidst the glowing amber lights and the silent books, you notice astral staircase made of wrought iron. It winds upwards, disappearing into the velvet shadows of the high ceiling. You feel a gentle pull, an invitation to ascend. You rise from the soft armchair, your body feeling lighter than air, as if you have shed the weight of your earthly existence. You begin to climb the stairs, step, step, step. There is no effort in this climb. You glide upwards. With each step, the smell of old books fades, replaced by the crisp, electric scent of ozone and pure, thin air. The amber lights of the library below become smaller and smaller, like distant streetlights seen from an airplane window, until they fade completely. At the top of the staircase, there is a glass dome, an observatory open to the universe. There are owls here, only the transparent glass separating you from the infinite. But as you reach the top, the glass dissolves into mist. There is no barrier anymore. You step out onto a platform of starlight. You are now floating in the vast, silent expanse of the cosmic ocean. You are no longer in a room, no longer in a building, no longer on Earth. You are drifting in the deep indigo cradle of space. Around you, giant nebulas bloom like slow-motion flowers in colors of deep purple, electric blue, and soft magenta. They swirl silently, painting the darkness with the dust of creation. You look down, but there is no down. You look up, but there is no up. There is only the endless here. Gravity has released its hold on you completely. You are weightless. You are free. You are simply a point of consciousness floating in the grand design of the galaxy. Far in the distance, you see a slow river of stars, the Milky Way. It flows like a stream of liquid silver, glowing with a gentle, pulsating light. You allow yourself to drift towards it. You are not swimming. The currents of space are carrying you. You are a traveler of the stars, returning home. As you drift through the sea of stars, you feel a profound connection to everything around you. You realize that the atoms in your body were once forged in the hearts of these very stars. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. You are made of stardust. I am space. I am silence. I am time. A comet passes by in the extreme distance, a slow streak of ice and light, making no sound. The silence here is absolute. It is a vacuum of peace where noise cannot exist. In this silence, your mind finally stops its search. There is nothing to look for. You have arrived at the source. You feel a warmth spreading through your chest. Not the heat of a fire, but the warmth of pure energy. It is the prana. The key, the life force of the cosmos filling you up, recharging every cell, every neuron, every fiber of your being. You are plugging into the ultimate battery. Your body is now just a faint outline, a memory of a shape. You are expanding, becoming as vast as the space around you. Your breath is the solar wind. Your heartbeat is the rotation of the planets. Your eyes are the twin stars watching the darkness. Drifting, expanding, dissolving. The colors of the nebulas begin to soften, blending into a soothing, monochromatic gray and black. The visual show is ending. The curtains of the universe are closing gently. It is time for the final shutdown. The stars are dimming one by one, wishing you good night. Good night, Orion. Good night, Polaris. Good night, Sirius. You are left in the warm, safe embrace of the void. Total darkness, total peace, total sleep. The sea of white mist and the floating islands. From the deep, velvet blackness of space, a change begins to occur. It is subtle at first, like the first hint of dawn on a dark horizon. The darkness around you softens, turning from indigo to a deep gray, and then to a soft, pearlescent silver. You are drifting out of the cosmic void and entering a realm of pure, gentle light. This is the sea of white mist. The light here is not blinding. It is diffused, milky, and incredibly soothing to your inner eye. It is like being inside a cloud that glows from within. The temperature is perfect, neither hot nor cold, just a neutral, comfortable warmth that feels like a second skin. You are floating through this endless white vapor, caresses your face, your hands, your spirit. As you glide through this thick, comforting mist, shapes begin to emerge. They are not sharp or solid. They are soft and rounded. You see floating islands made of soft, white moss and pastel-colored clouds. They hang suspended in the mist, timeless and still. There is no gravity here to pull them down, and no wind to push them away. They just exist in perfect balance. You drift towards one of these floating islands. It calls to you. As you land gently on its surface, you realize it is softer than the finest cotton. It yields to your weight, embracing you, molding perfectly to your form. You lie down on this cloud island. Above you, there is no sky, only the infinite, glowing mist that stretches on forever. In this white realm, sound behaves differently. It doesn't travel. It wraps around you. You hear a low, resonant hum, a vibration that feels like the universe purring. Mm, mm. It vibrates in your chest, in your throat, in your forehead. It massages your nervous system, calming every electrical impulse in your body. Colors begin to shift slowly in the mist above you. Soft, pastel shades of pink, lavender, and pale blue swirl together like watercolor paints in a glass of water. They merge and separate, merge and separate. Watching them is hypnotic. Your eyes, even if closed, follow these slow, fluid movements. Pink, fading to blue, blue, fading to white. You feel a sensation of unfolding. It is as if your mind was a tightly closed fist, and now, finger by finger, it is opening, letting go of control, letting go of memories, letting go of identity. In this white mist, you are nameless. You are faceless. You are just pure consciousness, resting. A feeling of profound gratitude washes over you. Gratitude for this rest. Gratitude for this silence. Gratitude for simply being. You realize that you don't need to do anything to be worthy of this peace. It is your birthright. It is always here, waiting for you behind the noise of the world. The mist thickens slightly, covering you like a warm, heavy blanket. You feel buried in comfort, protected, hidden. The outside world is a billion miles away, a forgotten dream. The only reality is this softness. Your breathing has slowed to the rhythm of the floating island. Rise, inhale, fall, exhale, rise, inhale, fall, exhale. You are drifting deeper into the white. The edges of your body are dissolving into the mist. You are becoming the cloud. You are becoming the vapor, light, or peace. Nothing else remains. The valley of golden light and the eternal sun. Slowly, very slowly, the thick white mist that surrounds you begins to thin. It does not disappear, but rather transforms. The cool, pearlescent white shifts into a warm, glowing amber. You feel a gentle sensation of descending, floating down like a feather caught in a warm updraft, landing softly in a new landscape. You have arrived in the valley of golden light. Here it is neither day nor night. It is that perfect, magical moment of twilight, the golden hour, frozen in time forever. A massive, gentle sun sits on the horizon, painting the entire sky in shades off deep orange, soft apricot, and burnished gold. This sun does not set, and it does not rise. It simply stays there, casting long, lazy shadows that stretch across the land, offering a perpetual embrace of warmth. You find yourself standing in a field of tall. The air here is thick and sweet, smelling of sun-warmed hay, honey, and wildflowers. It is a rich, heavy scent that fills your lungs with drowsiness. With every breath, you inhale this golden light. It flows into your chest, warming your heart, spreading through your veins like liquid sunshine. It melts away any last remnants of cold or tension that might be hiding deep within your bones. Bones. A small stream meanders through the valley, but it is not flowing with ordinary water. It flows with liquid light. The water is slow, thick, and syrupy, moving lazily over smooth, round pebbles of tiger saya and amber. You sit by the edge of the stream and dip your hand in. The substance is warm, coating your skin in a soothing, protective layer. Feels healing. It feels like the essence of life itself. You look towards the horizon where the sun rests. The light is not blinding. It is soft enough to look at directly, pulses slowly expanding and contracting, Pulse, pulse. It hypnotizes you. Your eyes lock onto this rhythm. Your own energy field begins to synchronize with it. You are no longer a separate entity walking in a valley. You are part of this golden painting. You are a ray of light. You are a blade off grass. You are the warmth. A feeling of intense nostalgia washes over you. Not a sad nostalgia, but a happy one. A feeling of returning to a place you knew before you were born. A place where nothing ever goes wrong. A place where there is no time, no deadlines, no rushing. Just being. You decide to lie down in the tall, soft grass. It creates a natural nest for you, hiding you from the world. The earth beneath you is warm, baked by the eternal sun. It radiates heat up into your back, loosening your spine, relaxing your shoulders. You feel heavy, so heavy. It is a pleasant heaviness, as if your body has turned into gold, precious, solid, and still. Above you, the sky is a masterpiece of violet and gold clouds, moving sluggishly. You watch a single cloud drift by. It takes a long time to cross your field of vision. Drifting, drifting, gone. Your eyelids feel like they are made of lead. Keeping them open requires too much effort. And why would you want to keep them open? Everything you need to see is already within you. You allow them to close, sealing in the golden light. Even with your eyes closed, you can see the warm orange glow. It permeates your vision, bathing your mind in a color that signals safety. Warm, safe, gold. You are sinking into the earth. The valley is holding you. The sun is watching over you. The stream is singing for you. You are home. The temple of twilight and the spiral of sleep. As you lie in the warm embrace of the golden grass, the eternal sun begins to lower itself ever so slightly. The golden light that bathed the valley slowly transforms into a deep, rich indigo. The air cools down, bringing a refreshing wave of calm that washes over your skin. It is the perfect temperature for sleep, cool, crisp, and clean. In the distance, barely visible in the gathering twilight, stands a magnificent structure. It is the Temple of Twilight. It is built from smooth, dark stone that seems to absorb the shadows. It calls to you. Without effort, your consciousness glides towards it, leaving the valley behind, moving closer to this sanctuary of eternal rest. You reach the massive entrance. There are no doors here, only a high archway leading into the cool, dim interior. You step inside. The silence here is heavy and ancient. It is a silence that has been guarded for thousands of years. The floor is made of cool marble, soothing to your feet. In the center of the temple, there is a wide spiral staircase leading downwards, deep into the earth. You approach the staircase. You know that at the bottom of these stairs lies the deepest level of sleep, the place where dreams are born. You place your hand on the smooth, polished railing. It feels solid and secure. You are ready to descend. We will count down now from 10 to 1. With every number, you will step down one step, and with every step, your body will become twice as heavy, twice as relaxed. 10. You take the first step down. You feel your shoulders drop completely. All the weight you have been carrying is left behind at the top of the stairs. You are sinking into relaxation. 9. Another step down. The light becomes dimmer, softer. Your breathing slows down even more. Inhale, exhale, deeper and deeper. 8. Stepping down. Your legs feel heavy, like logs of wood. They are comfortably paralyzed by relaxation. You couldn't move them if you tried, and you don't want to. 7. The air is cooler here, smelling of earth and stone. It is a scent that grounds you. Your mind is becoming foggy, slow, and peaceful. Thoughts are disappearing like mist. 6. Halfway down. You are entering the zone of drift. You are floating between wakefulness and sleep. The only reality is the sound of these words and the feeling of sinking. 5. Stepping deeper. A wave of comfort washes over you from head to toe. Your eyelids are locked shut. They are sealed with the glue of relaxation. Safe. For Dot, you are almost there. The bottom of the staircase is visible now. A bed of soft, glowing moss awaits you. Your body is dissolving into pure energy. 3 dot down. Deeper. The outside world is gone. There is only this temple. There is only this moment. You are completely safe. 2.1 step remaining. You are hovering on the edge of profound sleep. Your heart rate is slow and rhythmic. Your mind is silent. 1 dot. You take the final step. You have arrived at the bottom. You lie down on the soft bed that awaits you in the center of this sacred chamber. It is perfect. It holds you, protects you. You are now at the very core of the earth. The weight of the mountain above covers you like a heavy blanket. Nothing can disturb you here. You drift, you float, you sink into the deepest, darkest, most peaceful sleep. The celestial train and the snowy expanse. At the deepest point of the temple, beyond the sleeping chamber, you discover an ancient, hidden platform. It is dimly lit by hanging lanterns that cast a warm, flickering glow on the stone walls. Waiting for you at this platform is a magnificent steam train. It is not made of iron and steel, but of polished obsidian and dark mahogany, gleaming under the lantern light. Steam curls slowly from beneath it, swirling around your feet like a soft, white carpet. This is the celestial train. Travels only on one track, the track of deep slumber. You step onto the train. The door slides shut behind you with a heavy, satisfying thud, sealing out the rest of the universe. Inside, it is incredibly warm and luxurious. There are no other passengers. This entire carriage is yours. It is furnished with a large, plush bed covered in thick wool blankets and velvet pillows. A small lamp on a wooden table casts a circle of golden light. As you settle into the bed, the train begins to move. Hiss, the steam releases. Clunk, the wheels engage. The movement is imperceptibly smooth at first, then it settles into a steady, hypnotic rhythm. Click-clack, 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 click-clack. This rhythm is the heartbeat of your journey. It is steady. It is reliable. Promises that you are going somewhere safe. You look out the window. The train has emerged from the underground cavern and is now traveling across a vast, endless landscape covered in fresh, deep snow. It is night. The moon is full and bright, reflecting off the white snow, making the whole world outside glow with a soft, blue-silver light. It is freezing cold outside. You can see the frost patterns forming on the corners of the window pane, intricate designs of ice that look like ferns and feathers. But inside, it is a haven of warmth. You pull the heavy wool blanket up to your chin. The contrast between the icy world outside and your warm cocoon inside makes you feel even more protected, even more comfortable. The train wends its way through a forest of pine trees heavily laden with snow. Their branches bow down under the weight, like white statues saluting your passage. Click-clack, swish, click-clack, swish. Smoke from the train's engine drifts past the window, mixing with the falling snowflakes. You watch the flakes dance in the air. Some stick to the glass for a second before melting away, just like your thoughts. Thought, melt, thought, melt. The rhythm of the train. There is no destination. The journey itself is the destination. The train will ride forever through this silent, snowy night. You don't need to check a map. You don't need to buy a ticket. You just need to lie there and let the motion rock you. You, rocking you, gently side to side, soothing you, quieting you. Your eyes trace the horizon. Distant mountains rise up, purple and majestic against the starry sky. They are unmoving, silent witnesses to your rest. The train glides over a high bridge. Below, a frozen river snakes through the valley, still and silent. Everything in this world is sleeping. The trees are sleeping. The river is sleeping. The mountains are sleeping. And now you are joining them. The sound of the wheels becomes a drone, a constant vibration that numbs your body in the most pleasant way. Your legs are asleep. Your arms are asleep. The back of your neck is soft and warm. Click-clack, hush, click-clack, sleep. The golden light of the lamp inside the cabin dims slowly, turning into a soft ember glow. Shadows lengthen and wrap around you like a shawl. The darkness is not empty. It is full of comfort. It is a velvet curtain drawn across the stage of your mind. You are safe on the train, traveling through the night, heading towards the morning, but the morning is very far away. For now, there is only the night, only the snow, only the rhythm. Click-clack, deep sleep, the flight through the aurora and the emerald curtains. As the train continues its rhythmic journey through the snowy valley, you notice a subtle shift in the gravity. Click-clack-off, the wheels begins to soften, fading into a smooth, continuous hum. You look out the frosted window and realize something magical is happening. The tracks below are no longer bound to the earth. They are lifting, rising gently into the crisp night air. The train begins to ascend. You are floating over the tops of the sleeping pine trees, then higher, over the peaks of the silent, snow-capped mountains. The world below becomes a patchwork quilt of whites now and dark shadows, shrinking until it is just a peaceful memory. You are safe inside your warm cabin, flying through the sky on a vessel of dreams. And then the sky comes alive. Ahead of you, the darkness breaks apart to reveal the aurora borealis, the northern lights. Great, shimmering curtains of light hang from the heavens, waving slowly in the cosmic wind. They are ribbons of emerald green, deep violet, and soft, glowing pink. They do not just sit in the sky. They dance. They fold and unfold, twisting elegantly like silk moving underwater. The train glides straight into the sea of lights. You are no longer just watching the show. You are inside it. The cabin is illuminated by the soft, shifting colors. Green light washes over your hands. Purple light washes over your blanket. It feels as though you are bathing in liquid color. This light is healing energy. The green brings balance to your heart. The violet brings peace to your spirit. The pink brings a sense of gentle love. You press your hand against the cool glass of the window, mesmerized by the silent symphony outside. There is no sound to the lights, yet they seem to sing a song of pure vibration, wave after wave, pulse after pulse. Your eyes follow the slow movement of a green ribbon stretching across the horizon. It moves lazily, taking its time, reminding you that there is no rush. The universe moves at its own perfect pace, and so do you. As the train passes through a particularly bright nebula of light, you feel a sensation of dissolution. The boundaries of the train seem to melt away. You are floating unsupported in this cathedral of color. You are weightless, suspended in the beauty of the night. The stars, which were hidden by the lights, now begin to peek through the curtains of color. They look like diamond dust scattered on a velvet cloth. They are steady and unblinking, guiding you further into the deep. A feeling of awe fills your chest. It is that rare, quiet feeling of being small in a vast, beautiful universe. But it is not a scary smallness. It is a comforting one. You realize you don't have to carry the weight of the world. The universe is big enough to carry it for you. You can put your burdens down right here, among the stars and the lights. The hum of the train becomes a whisper. Hush, hush, hush. Your eyelids are so heavy now that the colors begin to blur together into a single soothing gray. The visual show is fading, not because it is ending, but because you are turning inward. You are taking the light with you into your dreams. You are flying. You are floating. You are glowing. The train carries you onward, towards the moon, towards the silence, towards the end of all thought. The sea of tranquility and the silver dust. The train begins to slow down. The hum of the engine drops to a barely audible vibration. Outside the window, the colors of the aurora fade into the vast, majestic blackness of space. But you are not in darkness. A brilliant, silver light begins to flood the cabin. You have arrived. The tracks gently descend, touching down on a landscape of powdery white and gray dust. The train comes to a complete, silent halt in the middle of a vast, flat plain. You have landed on the moon, in the legendary Sea of Tranquility. The doors slide open. There is no rush of air, no wind, no sound. You step out onto the surface. Gravity here is different. You feel incredibly light, as if you weigh nothing more than a thought. Step, bounce, float, land. Step, bounce, float, land. Every movement is slow, graceful, and effortless. You are walking in slow motion. It is a dance of silence. The ground beneath your feet is made of soft, silver dust. It sparkles under the light of the stars. The horizon is close, a sharp line curving against the black sky. You look up and see the earth hanging in the void, a beautiful, fragile marble of blue and white swirling clouds. It looks so peaceful from here. It looks so small. All the noise, all the traffic, all the rushing of the world is trapped on that tiny blue dot, far, far away. Cannot reach you here. You are untouchable. You walk towards a small crater nearby. It forms a natural, sheltered bowl. Inside, the shadows are deep and absolute. You lie down in the center of this crater, on the bed of soft lunar dust. It conforms to your body instantly, supporting every curve, every joint. Feels cool, dry, and pure. Above you, the universe is open. There is no atmosphere to blur the stars. They shine with a steady, piercing clarity. You can see the colors of the stars: blue, red, gold, white. You are looking into the eyes of eternity. Silence here is physical. It is a blanket. On Earth, there is always a background noise. But here, there is zero sound. It is the silence of the vacuum. It empties your ears, empties your mind. Your own heartbeat slows down to match the rhythm of the cosmos. Thump, thump. You feel a profound sense of isolation, but not loneliness. It is the joy of being alone, the joy of having nothing to do, the joy of just being a consciousness floating on a rock in space. A silver mist begins to rise from the ground, covering you. It reflects the starlight, creating a glowing cocoon around your resting place. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the moon dust. You are becoming part of the landscape. You are becoming a stone. You are becoming a star. Your breathing is now just a faint ripple in the fabric of space. Inhale light, exhale darkness. You are millions of miles away from worry. You are light years away from stress. You are here, in the sea of tranquility. Sleep is not coming. It has already arrived. It is the dust. It is the sky. It is you, the crystal core and the heart of the moon. Lying in the soft silver dust of the crater, a strange and gentle phenomenon begins. The ground beneath you becomes porous, like a sieve made of light. You do not fall, you simply phase through it. You sink slowly through the crust of the moon, passing through layers of ancient rock and compressed stardust. It is a seamless transition, like passing through a curtain of cool mist. You descend into the hollow center of the moon. You have discovered the crystal core. You find yourself floating in a colossal spherical chamber. The walls of this chamber are lined with gigantic crystals, quartz, selenite, and moonstone, some as large as skyscrapers. They jut out from the walls, glowing with a pulsating, pale blue luminescence. This light does not come from an external source. It comes from the energy trapped inside the crystals since the beginning of time. You drift towards the center of this chamber. There is no gravity here at all. You are perfectly suspended in the exact center of the sphere. You can turn, float, and drift with a mere thought. The air isoelectrified with a pure, static peace. It crackles silently against your skin, a sensation of tiny, pleasant tingles that numbs the nerves and shuts down the senses. The crystals around you are singing. It is not a song with words or melody, but a pure, resonant vibration, a single low-frequency tone. Um, um. This sound travels through your body, vibrating in your bones. It aligns every molecule in your being. It shakes loose the last remaining tension hiding in your deep tissues. You are being tuned like an instrument, tuned to the frequency of sleep. You look at a massive crystal directly in front of you. It is perfectly clear, like solidified water. Inside it, you can see trapped bubbles of air from billions of years ago. Time does not exist here. Nothing changes here. This place has been exactly the same for eons, and it will remain exactly the same for eons more. This realization brings you a profound sense of stability. In a world that is always changing, this is your anchor. You feel a desire to merge with this stillness. You close your eyes and imagine your body turning into crystal. Your feet are becoming quartz, heavy, solid, transparent. Your legs are becoming moonstone, glowing, smooth, cool. Your chest is becoming selenite, cleansing, white, pure. Your mind is becoming diamond, clear, hard, unbreakable. You are no longer flesh and blood. You are a statue of peace. You are a monument of silence. No motion can disturb you. No worry can crack you. You are solid. The blue light in the chamber begins to dim, turning into a deep, midnight blue. The crystals slow their pulsation. Everything is powering down. The vibration becomes softer, lower, deeper. Lower, lower, silence. You are suspended in the womb of the moon, protected by thousands of miles of rock, hidden from the sun, hidden from the earth. You are simply existing in the dark, cool crystal silence, waiting, resting, being. The dance of stardust and the primordial void. Suspended in the crystal core, a change begins to take place. The heavy, solid sensation of being a crystal statue starts to soften. It is not melting, it is sublimating. You feel as though your edges are blurring, dissolving into fine, shimmering particles of light. You are no longer a single solid object. You are becoming a cloud of energy. You drift upwards, passing effortlessly through the roof of the crystal chamber, through the rock of the moon, and back out into the open void. But this time, you do not stop at the surface. You continue Taurus. You rise beyond the moon, beyond the earth, beyond the solar system itself. You are traveling faster than light, yet you feel no motion. You are simply expanding. You leave the Milky Way galaxy behind, watching it spin slowly in the distance like a grand, silent pinwheel of light. You are drifting into the deep, dark space between the galaxies, the great void. Here, there are no nearby stars to blind you. There is only the velvet darkness, stretching out for infinity in every direction. But you are not afraid of this dark. You realize that this darkness is not empty. It is full. It is the womb of the universe. It is the silence that existed before the first star was born. It is the silence from which you came, and the silence to which you now return. You look at yourself. You have no hands, no feet, no body. You are a collection of conscious stardust. You are a billion tiny points of light, held together by the gravity of peace. Sparkle, drift, sparkle, drift. You feel an immense sense of freedom. You don't have to be someone anymore. You don't have to be a name, a job, a history. You are just a speck of dust in the grand design. And that is enough. It is perfectly enough. In this void, time has no meaning. A billion years is a second. A second is a billion years. You are eternal. You have always been here. Far away, you see other galaxies glowing faintly like distant lanterns. They are beautiful, but they do not need you to tend to them. They spin on their own. The universe manages itself perfectly. You can let go of the steering wheel. You can let go of control. A deep, ancient memory awakens within you. The memory of being pure energy. I am not the wave. I am the ocean, that I am not the thought. I am the silence. The silence here is so profound that it begins to erase the concept of language from your mind. Words are too heavy for this place. Logic is too sharp for this place. There is only feeling. Feeling safe. Feeling held. Feeling vast. You allow your particles to spread out, covering millions of miles of space. You become as thin as mist. You are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Drifting in the black velvet, a tiny spark of life, sleeping in the arms of the infinite. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to be. Just this, only this. The Rose Nebula and the cradle of creation. From the vast, endless expansion of the void, a gentle force begins to gather you. It is gravity, but not the heavy gravity of Earth. It is a soft, loving magnetism. It pulls your scattered stardust particles closer together, drawing you towards a magnificent cloud glowing in the distance. You drift into the heart of the Rose Nebula. This is the nursery of stars. It is a colossal cloud of gas and dust, illuminated from within by the birth of new suns. The colors here are breathtakingly soft. Great billows of rose pink, soft lavender, and pale peach surround you. It looks like a kingdom made of cotton candy and sunset clouds. As you enter the nebula, the temperature changes. The cold vacuum of space is replaced by a nurturing, radiant warmth. It feels as though you are being wrapped in a blanket woven from the light of 1,000 suns. This warmth penetrates deep into your energy, comforting you, holding you. You are no longer alone in the dark. You are floating in a sea of pastel light. The gases of the nebula swirl around you in slow, hypnotic currents. Swirl, slow, swirl, slow. They caress your spirit. They create a cradle for you. You curl up energetically within this cloud, feeling smaller again, but safer than ever before. You are a seed of light planted in the garden of the universe. The silence here is different. It is not the empty silence of the void. It is a pregnant silence. It is the hushed stillness of waiting. It is the peace before the beginning. Tiny particles of diamond dust dance around you, catching the pink light. They twinkle like fairy lights, blinking in a rhythm that matches the slow thrumming of the universe. Blink, hush, blink, hush. You realize that there is no rush to become a star. There is no rush to shine. For now, you are allowed to just be dust. You are allowed to rest in the potential of what you might become without actually doing anything. The nebula rotates slowly, a majestic wheel of time. You rotate with it. You are synchronized with the grandest clock in existence. Turning, sleeping, a feeling of absolute wholeness fills you. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are not lost. You are found. You are held in the cupped hands of creation. The pink mist thickens, obscuring everything else. The universe outside disappears. There is only this warmth, only this rose-colored light, only this deep, resonant comfort. You sink deeper into the cloud. Supports you completely. You are the cloud. You are the warmth. You are the sleep. The ocean of eternity and the mirror of peace. The gentle current of the river of time begins to slow. The narrow banks of mist recede, widening further and further until they disappear completely. The iridescent stream spreads out, losing its forward momentum, expanding into a vast, limitless expanse. You have arrived at the ocean of eternity. This is not an ocean of water as you know it. It is an ocean of pure stillness. The surface is perfectly flat, smooth as polished glass, stretching out to the horizon in every direction. There are no waves here. There is no wind. There is no tide. It is a mirror of the cosmos, reflecting the deep, velvet purple of the infinite sky above so perfectly that you cannot tell where the water ends and the universe begins. You are floating in the center of this vastness. The sensation of movement has stopped entirely. You are held in perfect suspension. The water is warm, matching your body temperature exactly. You feel as though you have dissolved into it. You are no longer a solid being floating on water. You are a conscious part of the water. You look around. It is breathtakingly empty. This emptiness is not lonely. It is spacious. It gives your soul room to breathe. There is no clutter here. No buildings, no noise, no demands, no time. Just the endless, flat, purple horizon. A single star hangs directly above you, casting a long, thin beam of silver light down onto the surface of the water. This light touches your chest, filling you with a sense of divine tranquility. Stillness, silence, space. In this ocean, the past is a distant shore that you have left behind. The future is a shore that has not yet been created. There is only this eternal moment, this now. And in this now, everything is perfect. Everything is resolved. You feel a profound heaviness in your eyelids, a pleasant weight that seals them shut. Even with your eyes closed, you can feel the vastness around you. You can feel the support of the deep, sinking, ever so slightly, held, ever so gently. A drop of water falls from the sky, perhaps a tear of joy from the universe, and hits the surface of the ocean miles away. Ripples of peace spread out from it, moving slowly towards you. When they reach you, they gently rock your spirit. Rock, rest, rock, rest. The concept of I begins to fade. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are vast. You are deep. You are silent. The silence wraps you in a cocoon. It enters your ears, quieting the inner monologue. It enters your heart, soothing the beat. Thump, silence, thump, silence. You are drifting in the forever, safe in the arms of eternity. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just sleep. The cycle of rain and the eternal return. Resting in the stillness of the ocean of eternity, you begin to feel a gentle upward calling. It is warmth. The distant, gentle heat of a new dawn begins to touch the surface of the water. You feel yourself becoming lighter, transforming once again. You are turning into mist. Effortlessly, you rise from the surface of the ocean. You are no longer heavy water. You are light vapor, invisible and free. You float upwards, carried by the softest breath of wind. You rise higher and higher, leaving the purple mirror of the ocean far below, ascending back towards the realm of the sky. As you drift upwards, you gather with other particles of soft, white mist. Together, you form a great, fluffy cloud, a floating blanket of peace. You drift across the sky, passing over the mountains, over the valleys, over the forests you visited in your dreams. You are the watcher from above, seeing the world sleeping in deep, protected silence. The wind guides you gently. It knows exactly where you need to go. It carries you over the sleeping city, where the lights are dim and the streets are empty. You drift over the quiet neighborhood, over the garden, and finally you hover directly above a familiar roof. The air cools down. You feel a heavy, sweet release. It is time to return to the earth. It is time to bring the gift of sleep back to the beginning. You condense. You transform from a cloud into a single perfect drop of crystal clear rain. You let go. Falling, falling, falling. You descend through the cool night air, passing the sleeping trees, passing the street lamps. You aim for one specific spot. Tap. You land gently against a glass window pane. You are the rain that taps against the window of the safe, warm room where the story began. You slide slowly down the glass, leaving a trail of shimmering water. Through the window, you see the room is exactly as you left it. Warm, dimly lit by the embers of the fire, comfortable and safe. You have completed the journey. You have traveled to the ends of the universe, to the depths of the earth, and to the stillness of the ocean. And now you are back. You are home, but you are different now. You are heavier with peace. You are washed clean of worry. The sound of the rain against the glass continues its rhythm. Patter, patter, sleep, sleep. The circle is closed. The cycle is complete. There is no beginning and no end. There is only this moment of perfect rest. As the rain sings its final lullaby, your consciousness fades completely into the dark, velvety silence. The story is over. The sleep remains. Good night, Commander. Good night to the world. And sleep, deep sleep. The dance of the embers and the heart of the fire. From the cool, wet glass of the window, your attention slowly turns inward, drawn by a gentle, flickering light across the room. The journey through the universe has left you peaceful, but now your spirit seeks warmth. You drift effortlessly towards the fireplace, the heart of this sanctuary. The fire has burned down low. It is no longer a roaring blaze, but a bed of deep, glowing embers. They pulse with a rich, molten orange light, breathing in time with the room. Glow, dim, glow, dim. You settle into the space right in front of the hearth. The heat radiates outward, touching your face and hands like a physical caress. It is a dry, penetrating warmth that sinks deep into your muscles, melting away any lingering chill from the astral journey. It feels like the sun has been captured and brought inside just for you. You gaze deep into the embers. As you look closer, the burning logs transform into a miniature landscape. You see valleys of black charcoal and mountain peaks of glowing red ash. It is a shifting, living terrain. Tiny sparks rise up occasionally, like fireflies ascending a mountain, swirling for a brief moment before disappearing into the chimney. Crack, pop, the wood settles. It is the sound of comfort. It is the sound of a home that is safe and guarded. You realize that this fire is sunlight that was trapped in the wood for decades, now being released to warm you. You are being bathed in ancient sunlight. The light is hypnotic. It occupies your vision completely, leaving no room for other thoughts. The orange and gold hues are soothing to the eyes, triggering a deep, primal instinct to rest. For thousands of years, your ancestors sat before fires just like this one, finding safety in the night. That ancient memory is in your DNA. It tells you, the fire is lit, the beasts are away, the night is safe. Sleep. You watch a small blue flame dancing at the base of a log. It flickers back and forth, a silent dancer performing a ballet of pure energy. Left, right, left, right. Your eyes follow it. Your eyelids feel heavy, warmed by the heat. The heaviness spreads to your cheeks, your jaw, your neck. The heat acts like a heavy blanket, pressing you down into the mattress. The smell of the wood smoke is faint but grounding. It smells of oak and earth. It is a scent that connects you to the ground, anchoring your drifting spirit back to the here and now. You are not floating in space anymore. You are here, in this room, in this bed, by this fire. The rhythm of the heat is steady. It is a silent drumbeat. Warmth, safety, warmth, safety. You feel a profound sense of hygge, of coziness, of contentment. There is nowhere else you need Tobe. The world outside is cold and wet with rain. But here, in this circle of light, everything is perfect. You allow the warmth to lull you deeper, deeper into the embers, deeper into the glow. The landscape of ash and the cave of comfort. Your consciousness drifts even closer to the fire, shrinking down until you are walking within that landscape of the embers. You are a traveler in the land of warmth. You walk through canyons of glowing charcoal. The walls around you radiate a gentle, intense heat that feels like a massage for your soul. The ground beneath you is soft ash, warm and powdery, cushions your steps. Silence, warmth. In the center of this glowing landscape, you find a small cave formed by two overlapping logs. Inside this cave, the light is a deep, dark cherry red. It is the warmest place in the universe. You step inside. The cave shelters you. The orange glow filters through the roof, creating a twilight atmosphere. You lie down on the bed of warm ash. It is perfectly molded to your shape. The heat seeps into your back, your spine, your kidneys, recharging your life force. Here, time burns slowly. A piece of wood takes hours to turn to ash. You adopt this slow time. You are in no hurry. You are burning with a slow, steady flame of life. You watch the shadows dance on the walls of your little cave. They are long and lazy shapes. They tell stories of the forest where the wood came from, stories of the wind, the rain, and the seasons. You listen to these silent stories. They are boring in the most beautiful way. They are stories that have no plot, no conflict, only existence. A tree grows, a leaf falls, a winter comes, a fire burns. The cycle is simple. Life is simple. Sleep is simple. The red glow begins to fade into a softer gray as the fire settles down for the night. The light becomes dim, perfect for closing your eyes. The heat remains, trapped in the stones of the hearth, keeping you warm until morning. You are the ember, glowing softly in the dark, holding the heat, waiting for nothing. Your awareness flickers one last time, like a candle flame in a gentle breeze, and then settles into a steady, low hum. The pendulum's lullaby and the heart of time. The warmth of the embers stays with you, wrapped around your shoulders like a shawl, but your attention shifts to a sound that has been present in the room all along. It is steady, patient, and eternal. It is the heartbeat of the house. Tick, tock, tick, tock. You turn your gaze towards the tall, mahogany grandfather clock standing in the shadows of the corner. Its brass pendulum catches the faint light of the dying fire, swinging back and forth in a slow, hypnotic arc. Left, right, right. You watch the pendulum. It does not rush. It does not drag. It moves with perfect precision. It has moved like this for years, counting the moments of peace. Watching it makes your own internal rhythms slow down to match it. Your breathing aligns with the swing. Tick, inhale. Tock, exhale. Tick, inhale. Tock, exhale. You drift closer to the clock. The glass face is smooth and clear. The hands are intricate, black lace against a creamy white background. They are moving so slowly that you cannot see them move, yet you know they are guiding you through the night. Imagine yourself shrinking down, becoming small enough to slip inside the wooden case of the clock. You step inside this cathedral of time. The air here smells of cedarwood and machine oil, a clean, mechanical scent. You are surrounded by giant, golden gears. These gears are turning with a majestic slowness. Turn, click, turn, click. They are the machinery of the universe. They grind away the worries of the past and the fears of the future, leaving only the clean, polished present. You watch the teeth of the gears interlock perfectly. Everything fits. Everything works. There is no chaos here, only order. You find a comfortable place to sit on a smooth wooden beam inside the clock, watching the slow rotation of the brass wheels. The sound here is louder, a resonant hum that vibrates through your body that it feels like a massage for your mind. It numbs the thinking part of your brain. Tick, you are safe. Tock, you are loved. Tick, you are warm. Tock, you are tired. The pendulum swings below you, a giant golden cradle rocking the entire world to sleep. You feel that rocking motion in your bones. Swaying, soothing, swaying, soothing. You realize that time is not your enemy. Time is your guardian. It is standing watch while you sleep, counting the seconds so you don't have to. You can hand over all responsibility to the clock. It will carry the burden of when and how long. You only need to exist in the now. The rhythm becomes a mantra, a loop of sound that pushes away all other thoughts. Tick, tock, deep, sleep. The silence between the seconds. As you listen deeper to the rhythm of the clock, you begin to notice something else. You notice the space between sounds. Tick, silence. Tock, silence. At first, the silence is short, but as you relax deeper, your perception slows down. The silence begins to stretch. The gap between the tick and the tock gets longer and longer. It expands into a vast valley of quiet. You step into that silence. Tick. You enter the gap. In this gap, time does not exist. It is a paused moment, a moment of infinite potential. Here, the world stops spinning. The wind stops blowing. The heart rests. You are floating in the velvet void between the seconds. It is peaceful here. It is empty. It is spacious. You realize that true rest doesn't happen in the noise. It happens in the pause. And now you are living in the pause. You explore the silence. Feels like walking through a thick, soft fog. It muffles everything. It wraps you in cotton wool. You wait for the next talk, but it doesn't matter when it comes. It might come in a year. It might come in a century. You are happy here in the waiting. The golden gears above you seem to freeze in mid-turn. The pendulum hangs suspended at the top of its arc. The universe is holding its breath just for you, giving you a chance to catch up, to heal, to simply be. You feel a profound lightness. Without time, there is no weight. You are floating in the zero gravity of the moment. Drifting, waiting, floating. Then softly, gently, talk. The sound lands like a feather, but you are already deep in the next silence. This is the secret of deep sleep. It is not about the passage of time. It is about expanding the quiet. You are the master of the quiet now, expanding it, stretching it, sleeping in it. The clock continues its job, but you are no longer listening to the ticks. You are listening to the silence. The beautiful, endless, healing silence. The dance of the dust motes and the moonbeam. You drift out of the grandfather clock, leaving the gears and the pendulum to their eternal work. You float back into the center of the quiet room. A single beam of pale moonlight has found its way through a gap in the curtains, slicing through the darkness like a translucent blade. It illuminates the air in a way you hadn't noticed before. Caught in this shaft of silver light are thousands of tiny specks of dust. They are the microscopic dancers of the night. You bring your awareness close to them, so close that you become one of them. You are a dust mote, a tiny universe of lightness. You have no weight. You have no direction. You have no will. You are simply carried by the invisible currents of the air. These currents are so gentle that they won't even bend a candle flame. Yet they carry you on an endless, looping journey up, swirl, down, hover. You watch your fellow dust motes. Some are gold, reflecting the last embers of the fire. Some are silver, catching the moonbeam. They pass each other slowly, bowing in a silent greeting before drifting apart. There is no traffic here, no collisions, just a slow, elegant ballet. You realize that being this small is a gift. The problems of the world are giants' problems. They cannot fit into your tiny world. Here, the only reality is the drift. You are surfing on the breath of the house. You float higher towards the ceiling. The air is warmer here. You hover in the warmth, suspended in a state of perfect equilibrium. You are not falling and you are not rising. You are simply there. It is a feeling of absolute suspension, like a diver floating in the deep ocean, neutrally buoyant. You don't need to struggle to stay afloat. The universe holds you up. Float, spin, stop. You catch a ride on a tiny downdraft, spiraling gently towards the floor. The descent is slow and dizzying in a pleasant way. It feels like a leaf falling from a tree in slow motion, taking an hour to reach the ground. Round and round, soft and slow. You are the smallest thing in the room. You are the most peaceful thing in the room. You are a speck off star stuff, dancing in the dark. The kingdom of the carpet and the forest of threads. Your gentle descent continues until you softly land on the surface of the thick, plush rug that covers the center of the room. From your new microscopic perspective, this is not just a rug. It is a vast, soft forest. You are standing at the edge of the kingdom of the carpet. The fibers of the wool stand tall like ancient, soft trees. They are colored in deep reds, indigos, and warm creams. You walk into this forest of softness. The fibers tower over you, creating a dense, sound-absorbing canopy. It is quieter here than anywhere else. The wool absorbs every vibration, every echo. You reach out and touch one of the giant threads. It is impossibly soft, like velvet rope. You lean against it, supports you. You realize that this entire landscape is designed for comfort. It is a landscape made of cushioning. You find a valley between two tufts of deep red wool. It is a cozy, hidden trench. You curl up inside this valley. The wool presses against your sides, making you feel swaddled. You are buried in softness. It is warm, dark, and safe. The air here smells of clean wool and earth. It is a grounding scent. You feel connected to the floor, connected to the foundation of the house. You are anchored. Above you, the tips of the fibers sway slightly in the air currents, whispering to each other. Hush, rest, hush, rest. You are hidden from the world. No one can see you here. No one knows where you are. You have disappeared into the texture of comfort. The sensation of the rug against your skin is rich and textured. It is a tactile lullaby. Softness underneath you, softness around you, softness above you. You close your eyes in this woolen forest. You sink deeper into the weave. You become part of the fabric, knitted into the night, woven into sleep. The whispers of the wood and the rings of time. Lying deep within the soft fibers of the carpet, you feel a desire to connect with something even more solid. Your awareness sinks past the wool, past the weave, until you touch the firm, smooth surface beneath. You have reached the wooden floorboards of the sanctuary. You press your spirit against the wood. It feels incredibly solid. It is cool, but alive with a faint, stored warmth. This is not just dead timber. This is the memory of a forest. These boards were once tall, majestic pine and oak trees, swaying in the wind, drinking the rain, and basking in the sun. You merge with the wood. You begin to trace the grain, those long, flowing lines of dark and light that run through the floor like rivers on a map. Each line is a year in the life of the tree. A year of sun, a year of snow, a year of growth. You follow these lines. They lead you into a deep, brown silence. The wood smells of resin, amber, and old polish. It is a rich, masculine scent, the scent of strength. It makes you feel protected. You are rallying on the back of a giant. You realize that this wood has been holding up the room for decades. It has never moved. It has never complained. It just holds. It holds the carpet, it holds the bed, it holds the walls, and now it holds you. You can surrender all your weight to it. It will not break. Solid, strong, still. Deep inside the wood, you can hear a faint vibration. It is the hum of the earth rising up through the structure. It acts like a tuning fork, calming your own vibrations. You feel stiff muscles relaxing as they align with the rigidity of the floor. You are becoming as sturdy as an oak tree. You are rooted. You are stable. You are built to last. The stone foundation and the deep anchor. Your journey downward continues. You pass through the grains of the wood, slipping through the cracks between the boards, descending into the dark, cool space beneath the floor. Here you find the true feet of the house. You find the stone foundation. These are massive, rough-hewn stones, granite, basalt, limestone. They were pulled from the deep earth and set here to stand against time. They are cold, heavy, and immovable. You rest against a giant block of gray granite. It feels cool against your consciousness, a refreshing coolness that draws out any feverish thoughts or heat from your mind. The stone absorbs your stress like a sponge absorbs water, takes your worries and grounds them, neutralizing them instantly. Heavy, cold, permanent. This stone has not moved for 100 years. It will not move for 100 more. In a world of fast movement and constant change, this stone is a monument to stillness. Teaches you how to be still. You visualize yourself becoming the stone. Your bones feel heavy like granite. Your skin feels cool like marble. Your breath is slow, like the erosion of a mountain. You are anchored to the planet. You are not just in a house. You are attached to the crust of the earth itself. Nothing can shake you. No storm, no wind, no noise can move you. You are part of the bedrock. A deep, dark quiet surrounds you here in the foundation. It is the quiet of a cave, the quiet of a tomb, but in a peaceful way. It is the place where things rest. Resting in the dark, resting in the cool, resting the stone. You feel a profound sense of gravity. Pulls you down, down, down. Not falling, but settling. Like a stone sinking to the bottom of a deep lake and settling into the mud. Settle, settle, stop. The veins of the earth and the underground river. Resting against the cold granite foundation, you begin to hear a sound. It is faint at first, like a whisper in a library. Trickle, drip, flow. It is the sound of water, not the rain from the sky, and not the river of time, but the ancient water that moves beneath the crust of the earth. You allow your consciousness to seep through the pores of the stone, moving downward until you find it. You enter the underground river. This water is pure and impossibly clear, having been filtered through miles of rock and sand for centuries. It flows through a narrow channel in the bedrock, completely hidden from the sun. It has never seen the light of day. It is the water of absolute darkness. You slip into this stream. It is colder than the ocean, a crisp, refreshing chill that instantly numbs your senses. It feels like liquid ice, but it does not shock you. It preserves you, creates a shell of cold around you, slowing down your metabolism, slowing down your thoughts to a near stop. The darkness here is thick and velvety. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. You cannot see the walls. You can only feel. Feeling the flow, feeling the cold, feeling the drift. You are floating on your back, carried by a gentle, silent current. There are no rapids here, no waves, just a steady, sluggish push towards the deep. You are traveling through the veins of the planet. You realize that you are completely invisible here. No one can find you. No phone signal can reach you. No voice can call you. You are off the map. You are in the secret sanctuary of the earth. The sound of the water echoing against the tight stone walls is rhythmic and hypnotic. Gurgle, hush, gurgle, hush. It sounds like the earth is murmuring a secret to you. A secret that says, let go, let go, let go. You surrender to the dark. You become the dark, drifting blindly, drifting peacefully, safe in the cold embrace of the ground. The cavern of glowing moss and the subterranean stars. The narrow channel of the underground river begins to widen. The current slows down even further as the stream empties into a large, hidden grotto deep beneath the surface. You drift into this open space, the water becoming still and glass-like. For a moment, you think you are back in the night sky, because looking up, you see hundreds of tiny, glowing lights on the ceiling of the cavern. But these are not stars. They are patches of ancient, bioluminescent moss clinging to the damp rocks. They glow with a soft, ethereal light, pale greens, electric blues, and soft teals. They pulse slowly, breathing with a biological rhythm. Pulse, brighten, pulse, dim. The reflection of these lights dances on the black water around you. You are floating in a sea of neon stars. The light is dim, just enough to see the outline of the cavern, just enough to make you feel magical. The air in this cavern is rich with oxygen and the smell of damp earth and minerals. It is the freshest air you have ever tasted. With every breath, you inhale the energy of the deep earth. It heals your lungs. It calms your blood. You drift towards the bank of the grotto. It is lined with smooth, round pebbles that have been polished by the water for 1,000,000 years. You gently beach yourself on this shore. The pebbles are cool and smooth against your skin, like a massage. These drops mark the passing of eons. In this cave, there is no yesterday and no tomorrow. There ice only the eternal damp, the eternal cool, and the eternal glow. Glow. Your eyes trace the patterns of the moss. They look like maps of imaginary countries. You get lost in the patterns. Your eyelids flutter and close, trapping the green afterimage in your mind. You are a secret explorer. You have found the hidden heart of the world, and now you can rest in it. The dormant seed and the patience of the earth. From the golden suspension of the amber, your spirit sinks slightly lower, moving into the rich, dark soil that cradles the roots of the world. Here, nestled in the absolute darkness of the deep earth, you find an ancient seed. It is a large, smooth seed, protected by a hard, thick shell. It has been sleeping here for 1,000 years. It is not dead. It is waiting. It is the master of patience. You wrap your awareness around this seed. You feel the life force inside it, a tiny, flickering green spark of potential, sleeping deeply within the protective walls. This seed knows that there is no rush to grow. It knows that it must sleep through the long, dark winter before it can seek the sun. And right now, it is the winter of the soul. You learn from the seed. You learn that doing nothing is sometimes the most important work of all. Tourist is to grow. To sleep is to prepare. You curl up inside the shell of the seed. It is the ultimate bedroom. The walls are thick and impenetrable. Outside, continents may shift, empires may fall, seasons may change. But inside these, everything is quiet. Everything is safe. You feel the heaviness of the earth pressing down on you from all sides. Millions of tons of soil. But this pressure is not crushing. It is comforting. It is like being tucked in by a heavy, weighted blanket made of the planet itself. You are grounded. You are rooted. You are dormant. Your heartbeat slows to the rhythm of the soil. 1 beat. A season passes. 2 beats. A year passes. You are in hibernation. All your systems are powered down. You are saving your energy. You are simply waiting in the comfortable dark, dreaming of the spring that is far, far away. The roots of silence and the rising sap. From the deep sleep of the seed, you feel a gentle connection. Thread-like roots begin to extend from your resting place, weaving through the soil, connecting you to the vast underground network of the forest above. You are plugging into the wood wide web, the silent neural network of nature. You feel the slow, rhythmic pulse of the earth rising. It is the sap moving lazily through the roots. You join this flow. You begin to rise not as a physical body, but as pure consciousness traveling up through the intricate root systems. You move through the dark, twisting tunnels of the roots, upwards, slowly, upwards. You pass through layers of rock, clay, and sand. You can feel the vibration of the trees sleeping above. They are standing still in the night, their leaves folded, their branches quiet. You are entering the collective dream of the forest. You rise up into the trunk of a massive, ancient oak tree. You are now inside the wood. You feel the strength of the tree around you. You feel the stability. You rise higher, past the lower branches, past the owl sleeping in the hollow, past the moss clinging to the bark. You reach the very top of the tree, the highest leaf. You emerge from the leaf as a single drop of dew. The night air hits you, cool, crisp, and clean. You are high above the ground, overlooking the sleeping world. The rain has stopped. The clouds have parted. The moon is sailing high in the sky, a silent guardian. You are no longer deep underground. You are light. You are air. You are water. You cling to the tip of the leaf, suspended in the perfect balance between holding on and letting go. Hanging, waiting, shining. You reflect the moonlight. You are a tiny mirror of the universe. And then, with a final moment of surrender, you let go. You fall from the leaf, turning into mist before you hit the ground, dissolving into the atmosphere, becoming the night itself. The great silence. And now the journey is complete. You have been the rain. You have been the stone. You have been the star. You have been the seed. There is nowhere left to go. There is nothing left to see. There is nothing left to be. The images in your mind are fading. The colors are washing out, turning into a soothing, soft gray. The sounds are drifting away, becoming quieter and quieter and quieter. The train has stopped. The clock has stopped. The river has reached the sea. You are floating in the great silence. It is a silence that is not empty, but full of peace. It wraps around you like soft velvet, covers your eyes, covers your ears, covers your mind. You are safe. You are loved. You are deeply, deeply asleep. Let the darkness hold you. Let the silence heal you. Drift away now. Drift away. Good night, Commander. Good night. Silence. The end.